They can be excited by the fact that they get a new building, which has an immense variety of different spaces and an immense variety of working conditions. And they can also look forward to a building that kind of unites them kind of visibly, and that in a way kind of respects on the one hand their autonomy, but on the other hand is larger than the sum of its parts. What is very interesting is that work is becoming more and more similar, whether it is for a newspaper or for an architecture office. And what we see is that kind of our collaborators sit almost the entire day behind computers, and that the computer itself becomes a kind of counterpart. And that the computer and the worker establish a kind of really intimate relationship, but that is very often at the expense of other forms of communication in the office, to the point that, for instance, kind of people who are sitting next to each other kind of send an email kind of rather than talk. And that in a nutshell, of course it's more complex than that, but that in a nutshell is what the issue is. So we need kind of buildings that promote interaction and communication. The essential kind of thing that we try to do, in fact always, is to inspire. I think there are many buildings that are very decent and that are well organized and that kind of offer good conditions. And that is fine, but I think the best kind of architecture can inspire you, and inspiration is very different from a kind of wow factor. I'm not really interested in a wow factor. I'm interested in inspiration and in creating buildings that inspire.